Hey everyone, welcome to Channel Anime Complex, your go-to channel for anime reviews and critiques. Today, we're doing something different and super interesting. Inspired by the Instagram page Otaku News Insider, we're going to analyze the IMDb ratings of some popular anime episodes and see if they really reflect the quality of the episodes. Have you ever wondered if IMDb ratings truly reflect the quality of anime episodes? Let's find out together. Before we start, let me explain the criteria I use to analyze each episode. This will help us understand better if my opinion aligns with the fans' ratings on IMDb. Remember, my reviews are based on my personal opinion and may differ from popular evaluations. I'll clearly explain the reasons behind my conclusions, and I hope you share your own opinions in the comments. Story context so far. I'll give a brief summary of what has happened in the story up to the episode in question, so everyone is on the same page. Characters. I'll analyze the character development, their motivations, and how they have evolved throughout the episode. Episode development. I'll evaluate the episode's plot, including the highs and lows, and how it fits into the overall narrative of the series. Animation quality. I'll comment on the fluidity of the scenes, visual details, emotion. Last but not least, I'll talk about the emotion the episode evoked in me. Now, let's get to the episodes we're analyzing today. My Hero Academia Episode 20, 7th Season, DanDaDan Episode 1, and One Piece Episode 1121. I know the Otaku News Insider Instagram page has more episodes, but life is busy, right? Who can watch everything? Analysis of My Hero Academia Episode 20. A Girl's Ego story context so far. In Episode 20 of the 7th season of My Hero Academia, titled A Girl's Ego, we are in the midst of the war arc between heroes and villains. Himiko Toga, using Twice quirk, becomes a significant threat. Achiko Uraraka, or Uravity, tries to reach Toga's heart and convince her to stand down. Characters. This episode focuses mainly on Achiko Uraraka and Himiko Toga. Uraraka shows significant growth, both in her abilities and her empathy. Toga, on the other hand, struggles with her identity crisis, trying to find validation while emulating Twice. Episode development. The plot is well structured, balancing intense action and emotional development. The battle between Uraraka and Toga is both physical and emotional, exploring themes of personal authenticity and empathy. The episode also revisits Toga's past, deepening her complex personality. Animation quality. The animation continues to be a strong point of My Hero Academia. The action scenes are dynamic and well choreographed, with lighting effects that enhance the intensity of the confrontations. The facial expressions effectively capture the characters' emotions, adding depth to their interactions. IMDb rating 8.8 with 938 votes. Personal opinion. A heavy, intense episode since the 6th season, Horikoshi doesn't give the heroes a moment of peace. It seems like they are always at a disadvantage since All Might's retirement. This episode was no different. Achiko, who initially seemed like just a cute character, has evolved into a balanced, strong, and respected character, always very concerned about her parents. I really like that Horikoshi didn't abandon Twice's strong individuality. Much to the hero's despair, we see Toga causing havoc. Once again, the heroes are getting beaten in every way. Toga, like Shigaraki, is a character with an individuality that is unviable in the world of My Hero Academia. The flashback, of course, shows how she was a child that no one tried to understand her power, and how in this anime, even the worst characters who commit the greatest atrocities, when we see their origins, they bring empathy and how their powers become true burdens for them. Uraraka shows that her ability is very strong, well above average so far, lifting thousands of Twice to help her friends and face Toga. The episode doesn't let you take your eyes off the screen, appealing to intense emotion at every moment. Uraraka, like the League of Villains, chose to show that she doesn't judge Toga, and that she, Achiko, also hides who they are and their feelings. It's a unique fight, a fight to defeat the other in argument and touching the heart. A bit exaggerated, but I like it because in that context, it's as if they are finally freeing themselves from their masks. Very good development dialogues for both. The episode ends with an abrupt cut, leaving us staring at the screen and trying to assimilate the emotions and understand everything that happened there. 9.5 is a fair score. I liked it a lot. So, guys, what did you think of this review? If you're enjoying the video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to channel Anime Complex, and hit the bell icon to not miss any updates. Also, leave your comments on what you thought of the episode and if you agree with the IMDb rating. And don't miss our upcoming videos. A review of episode 72 of Red Riot from My Hero Academia, and a discussion on whether Shanks is a villain or hero after everything that's been happening in One Piece. Let's keep the reviews going. Analysis of DanDaDan Episode 1 story context so far. DanDaDan is a new series that mixes elements of action, comedy, and supernatural. In the first episode, we are introduced to the protagonists and the peculiar world they live in. The story begins with an unexpected encounter between two characters who have different views on the supernatural. Characters. The main characters are well introduced, with distinct personalities that promise an interesting dynamic. The protagonist is a curious and brave young girl, while the other main character is more skeptical and rational. Their interaction creates a solid foundation for the future development of the series. Episode development. The first episode does a good job of establishing the setting and characters. There is a balance between exposition and action, keeping the viewer engaged. The introduction of supernatural elements is done gradually, allowing the audience to familiarize themselves with the series' world. Animation quality. The animation of DanDaDan is impressive, with well-choreographed action scenes and visual effects that highlight the supernatural elements. The color palette is vibrant, and the details in the settings and characters are well-crafted at IMDb rating. 8.71 for with votes. Personal opinion. DanDaDan presents its characters masterfully and without dragging. Momo is pure charisma, fun, and loves her grandma. Ken is the typical nerd stereotype. Interacting with girls is not his forte, but if it's a topic that interests him, like aliens, he is very talkative. The dynamic of different worlds within the school, but outside of it, each in their own way and with their feelings of inadequacy in the world outside school. Mixing perverted spirits and perverted aliens, who use the excuse of saving their own race from extinction, couldn't go wrong, right? Impeccable and unrestrained action scenes, memorable characters, emotions placed at the right moments give us empathy and depth to the characters. Spot-on jokes, it lived up to the expectations. The opening and music are also incredible. A 9.8 rating is what I consider fair. I really like this show. Analysis of One Piece Episode 1121. Garp and Kazan. A clash of justice between master and apprentice. Story context. We witness a pivotal moment in the Egghead arc. Garp and the members of SWORD have launched a daring operation to rescue Kobe. The episode intensifies as Garp confronts Kazan, leading to a dramatic clash between the two. Characters. This episode focuses on the complex relationship between Garp and Kazan. Garp, known for his unwavering sense of justice, faces his former apprentice Kazan, who has his own beliefs and motivations. The episode delves into their past, highlighting their mentor-student dynamic and the ideological differences that now set them apart. Episode development. The plot is action-packed, with the confrontation between Garp and Kazan serving as the central highlight. The narrative builds tension as the battle unfolds, showcasing the strength and resolve of both characters. The episode also explores the broader implications of their clash for the ongoing conflict in the Wano country. Animation quality. The animation in this episode is exceptional, particularly during the fight scenes between Garp and Kazan. The choreography is visually stunning, with fluid movements and detailed expressions that capture the intensity of their battle. The use of color and special effects enhances the dramatic impact of the episode. IMDb rating 9.3 for 0.500 votos. Personal opinion. We haven't reached the definitive episode of this tie between Garp and Akiji. It's normal for One Piece to stretch episodes as much as possible. It seems that Oda chose to give Avalo Pizarro some spotlight and help him overcome his low self-esteem. The whole episode is very enjoyable to watch, without the typical One Piece dragging, and the balance between action and drama is very good. Garp hasn't stopped stealing the scene since Oda decided to highlight him. I don't know why, but Garp's entire physical situation reminded me of Whitebeard's sad death. Maybe because it's another old man with a hole in his belly. With the whole episode showing a punching training, ending with them punching each other is a delight for the eyes, especially with the studio's choice of these new light effects. At the end, after the ending song, we see a retrospective of Akiji, one of the admirals I like the most. His greatest evolution from a Marine member to a pirate was his disposition, as he always seemed to be working for the government. And with Teach, he is always in action. I give it a 9.0. This fight has been building up for a while and hasn't ended yet in this episode. I believe old Garp will still cause more trouble for the Blackbeard pirates. So guys, what did you think? Do you agree with the IMDb ratings, or do you think these episodes deserve different scores? Leave your opinions in the comments, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to channel Anime Complex for more anime reviews. See you next time.